welcome back to Fang Yanxi's channel. From my comments, there are a lot of people talking about Indian caste. I have no idea what it really is, and it's quite mysterious system from my view.
Serious?
Yes, because in China we don't have a system like this. So this video we're gonna discuss more about what is this system and how it works and how it affects people's life.
Okay, let's go.
So I prepared several questions for you, and the first one would be why this system exists and how it works initially.
Okay. So initially speaking, the system was meant to categorize work.
Okay.
All right. So right now we have blue-collar jobs, you've got white-collar jobs. You're businessmen, you have farmers, you've got executives, CEOs, you have presidents, and so on, right? So the initial caste system, the philosophy was to have this kind of a segregation. So we have Brahmins, who are the scholars or the priests, related to all the scriptures and all rituals and stuff that you do in your religions.
A religion?
Yeah, you've got Kshatriyas, who are supposed to be rulers, your warriors, everyone who's more into fighting or maybe what you call admin stuff as well. You've got Vaishya, primarily like the businessmen of the today, like merchants and all these folks, even farmers, I think. And in the last segment, we had Shudras. So individuals like construction workers, laborers, and so on.
Like 4 categories, 4 clear.
Yeah, just career paths basically. That was the initial intention.
Okay, so I don't feel like there's a hierarchy between them. It's just different career paths people choose. Why, from my view, some castes have a privilege or some caste is less favored by people? Why is there such a stereotype?
Yeah, by design it was not supposed to be, but I guess human nature to some extent. Plus the fact that if you're a Brahmin, a scholar, right, or a priest, you're supposed to be very clean, read books and stuff. So it's like a very white collar, very comfy life if you talk about it. They have certain rules and duties that they have to do, but overall you see the benefits as well, right?
Okay.
And even if you talk about Kshatriyas, the warriors, one, they could also be rulers. If you're going to war, the reward that you get in the end is also very handsome. In the sense you're putting your life in danger, right? So the things that you get in turns, like you get the entire land or you become the ruler of a small area and so on. So that kind of a benefit puts you in power. So overall you think about this, the hierarchy inevitably forms. This is the 4 categorization that how the hierarchy is formed.
Question.
Hi.
If working as a, for example, working in a religious role can give me higher respect, can promote me to Brahmin, why don't we just choose it as career?
Okay, initially, like the system that was made, it was not based on what you want to do, it's what you're good at. So it's an aptitude-based system. If you, per se, are very good at AI engineering, which you are, I wouldn't make you play badminton. But didn't last long. In real life, all the people that were there in India, they divided themselves into different communities. So communities as in what your ancestry has been doing so far. Be it, let's say, you're a family of warriors or family of barbers, shepherds and so on, and then you try to fit your entire family into one of the 4 castes, whichever one is more suitable.
So can I conclude it like this? Initially, in the area of career categories, my ancestor chose one of them because he has talent in that, and his descendants would still follow his steps because this community has better source into this realm.
Oh, that's a very good insight. Maybe that's one of the reasons. So that's how our system was.
And currently the whole caste system has been abolished, but the community is still there.
Yeah, it's like the lines were drawn with a pen. So even if you erase it, some of the marks are left, right? So you see some of the divisions because everyone placed themselves into one caste. So the certain boundaries are still there, but not really something so visible.
How about getting along with your friends? For this generation, do you still care your caste? Do you still make it a criteria of making friends or?
No. We don't really ask, okay, which caste are you from? Or where do you grow up and what's your surname and stuff? We don't really care anymore. I think one thing about friends is you want to have similar mindset, which is much more common if you're in the same community, right? Even for you, maybe it's easier for you to make Chinese friends than it might be to make Italian friends or Indian friends.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's slightly easier, but it's not like we discriminate based on that. It's more like a natural tendency. If your parents are trying to get you married, you know arranged marriages in India, right?
I heard a little bit.
Yeah, they are very peculiar about it. They're like, yeah, we need to have a girl who's from the same caste. There are still some of them, like at least the previous generation
Okay.
might be old-fashioned.
Okay, I can understand because some Chinese parents would love their kid to marry a partner in the same region.
Now, I guess the only way it might also impact me more physically is the fact that there is reservation for the previously backward communities. So the
Okay.
communities which were not socially empowered or didn't have the proper education, they were given some benefits from the government itself, like some quotas in educational
Ah.
institutes or maybe some financial, what do you call, leverage or something like this.
I see. Also, there's actually no privilege from every caste, especially in the current society. People can choose whichever career they want. Caste is just an idea. So this conversation gives me a brief picture of how caste is, and I know caste system is way more deep and large than our 3 minutes conversation. We believe in equality. We believe in the equal right for every human. People could not choose where are they from, but
Free to choose whatever they want, make their own life.
so this is pretty much this video. See you in next one. Bye bye.